All right, let's talk about BYU's cornerbacks, and in particular, catch up with a guy who is responsible for BYU's defensive game planning, especially when it comes to going against a passing attack the caliber of East Carolina. That is none other than BYU defensive passing game coordinator and cornerbacks coach, Jernaro Gilford. Now, Coach G, as many call him, has been around BYU as long as Kalani Sitake has been the head coach. He is one of the few guys who has been there the entire time through Kalani's run of 10 plus years now as the head coach of BYU. And Jernaro, all he's done is continue to prove himself annually that he is one of the best coaches, top to bottom, recruiters, everything involved with that on BYU staff. Well, I had a chance to catch up with him earlier this week at practice to talk a lot about what he expects going into this ECU matchup, but also more about his role as BYU's passing game coordinator, which is exactly where we started, what his role is this week in game planning for a pass-happy offense like ECU's.
In your position now as the defensive passing game coordinator, how much more difficult is an opponent like this that likes to really throw the ball a lot?
It's very difficult, but it's a lot of fun to prepare for.
Yeah.
Knowing that we'll get plenty of opportunities to make plays and plenty of opportunities to get challenged. Mm-hmm. So,
are you confident that your guys are ready for an opponent like this? Because the two opponents you played so far are more running-focused teams, whereas this one's it's more passing game-oriented.
Yeah, you know what? Preparation brings confidence, and it's up to us coaches to get them prepared. So I think by Saturday, our guys will be prepared, and now it'll just be up to them to put it all together and make plays.
We saw on the Stanford game, we saw Trey come in place of Mory in the starting lineup. Is that a permanent thing, or is it a week-by-week basis on this?
Honestly, in my room, it's always going to be week by week.
Got it, okay.
That's just how we do it. If a guy's hot, we gonna ride the hot hand. So it's just that's how it's going to be. But at the same time, we play multiple guys every single game.
Sure.
So, I mean, 4 guys to play every game, you know what I mean?
And is it more so like a week like this week where they throw the ball so often?
Yeah, especially like now, they throw the ball, they go fast, so they're a tempo offense. They run 80, 90 plays and snap the ball quick. So at some point, guys might get winded or whatever the case may be. So we have to be smart as far as the coaching staff to get guys in and out and keep guys fresh.
Kind of the new rules in college football, those high-tempo offenses have kind of slowed down a little bit, but this is a team so really likes to push it. How difficult is that?
It's very difficult because, they kind of catch you off guard at times, and you can watch NC State. I have the privilege of my position coach being the DB coach at NC State. So, those guys, they go fast. They kind of catch you off guard. They throw quick game. They throw intermediate. They throw vertical. So, they can do it all. They have a big-time quarterback with a strong arm who can make every throw. So they'll make things difficult for you. So we have some preparation to do.
You talk about that quarterback, Hauser. He does have the ability to get it anywhere he wants on the field. How difficult is it to prepare for a guy like that?
Very difficult because there's no voided zones. You know what I mean? As far as to the field, to the boundary, or whatever the case may be, he makes you cover the entire field, which makes it harder for us. But at the same time, we have to prepare for everything, and guys have to be on their toes every single play, and regardless of where they are on the field.
When it comes to a game like this, going 2 time zones, is there any tricks to the trade in terms of adapting to it, or is it just like, hey, we're playing ball, let's go do it?
At the end of the day, man, we got to play.
Okay.
I mean, regardless if it's morning, night, here, Brazil, Mexico. I mean, at the end of the day, ball is going to be ball. We'll try our best to adapt, but at the end of the day, man, if you love this game, you live it. So guys are gonna get their rest, guys are gonna be prepared, and they'll be ready to roll.
What was the bye week like for you in particular?
For me, I got a chance to relax a little bit. I had to recruit, but for me, I had to recruit in LA. So
you're going home.
Yeah, so I got a chance to go home and see my mom and stuff like that. So that's always refreshing to get to go home and see moms. But besides that, we practice Monday through Thursday, normal week, and then Friday I had to go recruit. Friday, Saturday, and got back early morning Sunday, and right back at it.
I guess I've had some people say that this early of a bye can be a bit of an impediment in a way because you've played the 2 games and you take a pause. Do you see it as that, or do you think it's part of the deal, we just move forward?
At the end of the day, man, it is what it is.
Okay.
I mean, 2 weeks, we get a bye week, get a chance to regroup, watch some teams play, watch teams make mistakes, watch teams make plays, and now we can come into this week knowing that we can't do those same things. You know what I mean? So that's how we took it. 2 games, get a chance to regroup, and right back at it.
Where do you see your group being the best right now as we kind of get into the meat and potatoes portion of the schedule, I guess as it is?
I think they're right where they need to be, man. We played 2 games, graded out pretty well. Now we have the biggest challenge yet. So it'll be interesting to see how my guys respond. As a group and as an entire defense. How we respond to a very fast team, a team who's putting up crazy numbers and all that good stuff. But again, preparation brings confidence, and that's something that our defensive coordinator, who I label as one of the best in the country, that's what he does best. So,
you call Jay one of the best in the country. What sets him apart in your mind?
Definitely preparation.
Okay.
First-hand knowledge, like from watching him, just sitting back and watching the things that he does, man. His preparation is like second to none. You know what I mean? And just his knowledge of the game. He's been around for so long and been under great coaches. Been under Kyle, been under Gary, been under Kalani, been a head coach for 10 years and had guys under him. Now he's back again. He's back with Kalani again. So just the experience he's had and the experience from the guys that he's learned from just puts him up there. And then his ability to remove his ego and listen to all of his assistants, regardless if it's the top assistant to a GA to an analyst or whatever the case may be, man, he removes the ego and is very, very open. And I think that's what makes JJ.
A big thank you once again going out to Jernaro Gilford for taking the time to talk with me one-on-one, and obviously a big thank you to BYU for coordinating that interview, Kenny Cox, Brett Pine, and the like. But as you heard him talk about the fact that Jay Hill, he is a master at being prepared. And that's the crazy thing about this, is that you have an extra week of preparation for BYU with regards to having watched ECU. ECU's got more game tape than BYU does overall this season. And if what Jernaro was saying about Coach Hill is true, well, BYU should be very, very well prepared for this matchup against the Pirates. And hopefully that pays off with BYU getting a W and snapping a 2-game losing streak to East Carolina on Saturday evening.